Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Last run, we were going for a 2-streak on the no-hit run, but we failed. We got hit on the Wallmonger fight, which is okay. Wallmonger is a very difficult boss, so it's probably one of my weakest 4th floor bosses. I say one of because I don't know if really the Door Lord counts. Can the Door Lord spawn on the 4th floor? He can spawn on the 3rd floor, I know for sure. Well, but regardless, we got hit on the Wallmonger fight. I really do think that some of those Wallmonger bullets have like a weird hitbox on them. It definitely feels like you need to dodge earlier than you would on a normal bullet, but you know what? I'll just chalk it up to me needing to practice the boss. But that was a hell of a fun run. We had some great synergies with Scatter Shot, Table Tech Sight, Double Vision, Ring of Triggers, Stout Bullets making our shots bigger, plus Compressed Air Tank. Every single room that I wanted to, I could just kill instantly just by pressing spacebar. It was a lot of fun. I would highly recommend watching that, or if you don't want to watch the whole thing, just scrub to like the Forge and then start watching from the Forge, because that's really when the synergies start popping. But I had a lot of fun with that, and I hope you did too. There's some really big sharks coming out. But yes, just trying to do another no-hit run, I suppose. And hopefully we can learn from our past mistakes. And if we fight the Amoconda, not get hit. If we fight the Wallmonger, not get hit. If we fight some blobs, don't get hit by getting hit from behind by a blob that you can't see on bullet hell after you've made it the entire way without getting hit already. I do enjoy these no-hit run attempts. I think I've learned a lot from them. I've learned where the weaknesses in my play lie, and as a result, I'm starting to kind of counteract that. I'm getting better at dodging the things that previously I would have not been very good at dodging. You know, it's nice. It's nice to kind of take a moment to think about what you are weak at in Gungeon, and then work towards making yourself better in those regards. So, you know, hopefully, because while I've been doing these no-hit runs, I think I've only gotten hit like 3 or 4 times. I've played a little bit off camera on my own, so you know, I've been hit from behind from an Ashen Bulletkin coming out of a wall on the Forge, but you know, we've gotten hit from Amoconda, we've been hit from a blob, and we've been hit from Wallmonger. That's not bad. That's not bad, and that gives us a good indication of what we need to work on in the future. Should probably beeline the shop, but it doesn't really matter as long as we just don't accidentally pick up a key. Another thing that I need to get better at is not hitting pots, because pots can be very dangerous if they do spawn a fairy. And gun fairies are rare, but it's really annoying when you get one like on a boss fight, because then you're like, come on, I'm trying to fight the Gorgon here, and you're gonna give me a fairy? Although I guess the worst is if you're on like a Amoconda fight and you get a gun fairy. Ugh. Because there's a lot of pots on the Amoconda fight. It's basically all pots. All pots all the time. And I think I'm just more pots. This isn't even pots against the walls. This is just pots in the middle of the room. It's like Dodge Roll made this with pot shots in mind, even though we're not on DD20 mode. I think I'm not gonna take a lot of the strong items either in Gungeon. You know, I'll take a meat bun, gilded bullets, cursed bullets if I have good opportunity for it. Oh, Double Vision plus mailbox is such a good pickup here. Gives us a really good boss killing gun and a good boss killing active item. You know, I'm probably not gonna take Full Metal Jacket because I think that breaks the spirit of the no-hit run. If I can take, you know, 4 hits on a floor for free because I have blanks, it's kind of like, eh. You know, the whole point is to not get hit, so getting hit, you know, I don't know. Probably not gonna take that. I'm probably not gonna take a Gunther, or if I do, I'm not gonna use it fully. So I'll probably actually, you know, I'll take the Gunther, but I won't use it, I won't abuse it. I'm probably not gonna take Super Hot Watch, because Super Hot Watch is just way too strong. Pretty sure Super Hot Watch was how I got my first ever DD20 Blessed Cursed Mode victory. Yeah. And then I think the second victory I had was with a clone. Clone brought me back to life, and I had the full Payday suite of items. So I had a shotgunner, a blanker, and then the stunner, which made the room-to-room combat just a lot easier because I could actually run and things would die over time. So it was a very, very good situation to be in. Do we have enough to buy the key? No. We're gonna want double vision, so I'm gonna buy that. We're gonna want either the key or the mailbox. If we get 9 credits, we can buy them both. So why don't we fight the boss first? We should take the mailbox. It's not an amazing boss killing gun, but if we literally have nothing else, at least we can get occasional explosions and poison done. Does work well with double vision. We're not gonna necessarily get a guaranteed gun drop from the boss fight, which is a pain because if we do get an active item, then we're gonna have to decide on taking double vision or the active item, which might mean that it's a waste of money. Whatever, I'll do it. I'll risk it, and we'll use the mailbox to kill the boss here. It is good to have. The explosions are nice if we can get them. It looks like with double vision, we get double of whatever box we have. So if we're firing a poison box, we get double poison boxes. If we fire a explosive box, we'll get double explosive packages. If that's the case, that's not that bad. It's consistent at least, which I do like. Although honestly, I think that you would prefer to have different types of boxes. You want more, a higher chance to get the explosive box. But, you know, that's still nice. Oh my God. First of all, we got a key. We did get enough money that we can at least buy the key from the shop, but we have the Polaris. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to use it. It's a strong gun, but it's basically a Mega Hand, a Heroine, I should have used the mailbox to try to find the secret room before I picked up the ammo drop, but that's okay. It's basically a Mega Hand, a Heroine. The Polaris is extremely good, but is it too good? Is the Polaris too good when I'm trying to do a no-hit run? Let me know, because honestly, thinking about it, it is really good. It is really good. You see, now I'm like, I'm worried. I'm worried that you're gonna be like, oh, it's the Polaris, he's gonna win. No. I mean, I'm gonna win the game. I'm gonna beat the Lich. You know, if this is what you're here for, if you are here to watch me beat the Lich, skip ahead to about 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's where you know what, no, with the Polaris, skip ahead to 1 hour and 5 minutes, because it's probably gonna be around there. But if you're here to watch me try to do a no-hit run, we can still take damage. You know, that's what is going to be something we're gonna have to try our best to work towards, not taking damage. It's doubly important with the Polaris, of course, because the Polaris does get weaker when you get hit, but the entire point of this video is, will I beat the game without taking damage? And I don't even think it's cocky to say, oh, I'm gonna beat the Lich. We have the Polaris. What else do we need? We have the Polaris. The Polaris is an amazing gun. Might be one of the strongest weapons in the game if you can get it leveled up and actually keep it leveled up. Maybe it's a little bit cocky to say that. You know, I should have gone into the table. No reason to pop the blank, but well, now I have to make sure I don't take damage, right? Now I really have a stake in this because I've said that I'm not gonna fail. All right, I'll shut up now. At least with weapon level 2, I feel like we can kill things quickly. It's an ideal weapon though, because on the oubliette, you're gonna want a very strong kind of active item support weapon that you can use, and we actually just don't need an active item support weapon that we need on this floor. We're just gonna be using the Polaris. We're gonna be killing things quickly. Big rooms that are normally a problem are not gonna be too much of a problem. Table Tech site is worth taking, as is the Guan Stone. Polaris plus double vision's weird, I'll grant you that much. But this is great. This is a great start. Now, would I rather have the Polaris or the meat bun? Honestly, I'd rather have the Polaris, because the Polaris is good enough to kill enemies quickly, regardless of what our normal damage output is. It can kill bosses quickly. It can kill rooms quickly. It's pretty ammo efficient. But more so, it's just because it can kill things quickly, especially rooms, I think it's super important to have. You know, I could get, you know, a fast killing room clearer with meat bun, but the Polaris just does the job out of the box, you know? Okay, how many shots does it take to kill you? You know, I guess on the last run, or on the last time, on the last run that we had the Polaris, I did have a bunch of damage upgrades, so it is taking more shots than I would have expected to kill the enemies here. We do not have coolant, no. Technically, I could have used the mailbox to try to make some coolant appear. Not coolant, but poison, I guess. But we could have also just exploded the chest, so, you know. If it's gonna work, it's gonna be a random thing anyways. Need to be a little bit careful about the ammo usage in the Polaris. We don't want to overkill enemies, but killing things quickly is just the most important thing for us right now. Even just like spamming shots to kill that jammed Pupulon. It's like, I don't know how much HP he has. I don't care. I'm just going to kill him because he is the most dangerous thing in this entire room right now. Should have probably used double vision, no reason not to. Well, I guess there is a reason not to if it's unnecessary, but at weapon level 3, we don't have the super inaccuracy problems that we did at weapon level 2. Weapon level 2, it looked like our shots were kind of splitting in a weird way. God, really? Heart synthesizer? Heart synthesizer is trash. And actually, you know what? I shouldn't have taken it. Because as a result of taking it, our magnificence is now permanently slightly ruined for the rest of the run. We're gonna have a smaller chance of actually picking up good A or S tier items. Or I should say any A or S tier items. Even if I drop it and sell it. So we should not have taken the heart synthesizer item. It's a relatively small misplay, but it is a misplay nonetheless, and it is something that is going to have an impact on the run, even if it is a small impact. You gotta be careful about that kind of stuff. Those decisions can come back and bite you in the ass. Now, we can always sell this to get money in the future, but I'd rather just get better drops, you know? I will buy the Guan Stone before the boss fight. We will kill the boss pretty quickly with the Polaris. We're almost out of ammo with it, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use Robot's right hand with Polaris, occasionally, switching items, switching weapons. Because I don't really want to use all the ammo in the Polaris, but I do want its ability to help kill the boss quickly. You know, if I can use double vision to make Robot's right hand good enough, let's just use that. There we go. And that was okay, that was okay. Kind of saved a little bit of ammo in the Polaris. Thinking back, I should not have done that though, because it was very confusing. It was very confusing having to constantly worry about which weapon I had equipped and cycling back to different weapons. I should have just picked one weapon and stuck with it. Sorry, you're dead. Even if it was just using, you know, Polaris, even if it was just using all of the ammo in the Polaris. We can always get an ammo drop, we can buy ammo. Really, no secret rooms? Guess it could be in the shop. We should buy a table tech site. We should buy one key. Go pick up the old crest, take a look in that room for the secret room maybe. Could be up here on the left. I blanked in this room, I think. Actually don't know if the secret room can be in the old crest room. I think it's one of those situations where there can be like a special room off the old crest room, like a shop or a cell key room or something like that. But the secret room I don't think can be directly adjacent to this room. There's strange logic in the game for secret rooms and stuff like that. But you get used to it. No, we found the secret room, didn't we? It was at the south side of a random room, wasn't it? Maybe I'm thinking of a different run. Could have sworn I remember seeing a cracked wall while I was fighting enemies. Oh, table tech site is really good. Let me look really quickly for it, and if I can find it, I'll find it. If I can't, I can't. It's not gonna be in this room, so we'll go the other way around. Yeah, okay, I guess we're not gonna be finding the secret room. In all likelihood. I'll blank in the big room, I suppose, because it could be there, but... Not there, not there, not there, not there. I don't know, in this room on the right? If it's not here, I'll teleport back to the big room and pop the blank. I could have sworn I remember seeing the secret room somewhere. I know I'm kind of wasting ammo in the mailbox. I don't really consider it that much of a waste. It'll be a waste if we end up running out of ammo for everything, but hopefully we'll find some ammo drops in the future. Okay, well, you know what? Get out of here. Go down to the second floor proper. Spending a little bit too much time on the oubliette looking for secret rooms. But, you know, I want to try to wring out as many advantages as I can on this run. I want to do no hit. And then I want to do another no hit, and then finally get a 2-streak. It's hard, man. Hard to not get hit in a Gungeon run. It's a fun game, though. I love Gungeon. Ah! Can't wait for the AG&D to come out. They're gonna buff the robot. They're gonna make it so that the the HP drops actually give you permanent HP as the robot. I say permanent HP. What I really mean is they'll give you armor. I'm surprised we were able to kill him while he was being buffed by a gunslinger, but that's a good proof of concept that the Polaris is the gun of choice for us at this point. So I'm gonna take ammo for it and then just move on. I didn't even suspect that there would be a gunslinger there, and the reason for that is that there's a random enemy in that room that spawns there, and normally I think it's like a sniper, or I should say I've seen it being a sniper. We're fine. Just abusing the slowdown to kind of identify when a safe position, where a safe position to move is. I love that extended slow motion that it seemed like I picked up right there. I don't know, maybe the Polaris is too strong. We were able to kill a jammed, buffed lead maiden before it gave us too much of a problem. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good proof of concept that maybe we don't really need this gun. But for now, I will accept it. All right, this is the old crest drop-off. Might as well, you know what, I might as well not drop off the old crest. Who cares, right? we're not gonna get hit, ideally. And if we do get hit, then I really don't care about going to the Abbey. I'd rather just probably make the run go a little bit faster. Okay, we got the effing Mega Hand. What the hell? This is so weird that on these runs of late, I've been getting so lucky and getting like good synergies, things that complement one another. We have the Mega Hand, which basically means that the next time we run out of ammo in the Polaris, we still have a backup gun that's as good as a fully powered up Polaris. What the hell? Polaris? Is it Polaris or Polaris? Is it an A or an A? Polaris, Polaris. Polaris. I think it's Polaris. But if you told me it was Polaris, I would agree with you. I would accept the pronunciation without hesitation. Polaris. Polaris. It's like when someone is like says a word enough times, they're like, this has lost all meaning to me. Lemon. Lemon. What is a lemon? The way it rolls off the tongue. And it also has really freaking good knockback on top of the damage. I am overkilling some enemies. That's okay. The overkilling is like the least important thing. Killing things quickly is the most important thing. Gotta be careful of the pots in this room. Gotta stop with the pots. Stop hitting pots. Stop walking into pots. Pots are not something that we should play around with. Also, could you die, please? Thank you. Glad I was killing those guys in one hit each. Okay, pick up the key. We have a lot of keys somehow. Well, not somehow, I guess we did buy a lot on the last floor. HP upgrade. If this was AG&D, it would give us an HP upgrade. The fact that it doesn't is a little sad, but I don't mind it too much. What boss are we fighting today? Please not the Amoconda, please not the Amoconda. Beholster? Beholster is a good boss for us to fight if that is in fact the Beholster. Polaris does good damage, and the Blooper is actually really good at dealing with the missiles that spawn. So I think I'm gonna wanna buy a key and then 3 blanks. And 3 blanks are not necessarily for this fight. If I use them, whatever, I use them. If I can save them, good, I can save them for the next floor. For the Abbey, if I have the ability to do that. And I am gonna go in here because I do have so many blanks. Luckily we did get a blank back. And a good gun. Vertebrae is acceptable. We could gun munch the Vertebrae and the mail gun, but I'm just gonna fight the boss. No, it is the Gorgon. Gorgon is acceptable too. Might as well use double vision and then just shoot really slowly. You know what? There's poison in the way, so I needed to use a blank, I think. We're doing so much damage that, you know, we can fire pretty slowly and still be at the DPS cap. Especially with double vision. I'd like to take these 4 blanks down to the Abbey. Good. Man, Gorgon needs a buff. Oh my god, and we got the rad gun. What in the world? So we have 3 Mega Hands. We have effectively 3 Mega Hands anyways. We have 3 Mega Hand equivalent guns. This is kind of ridiculous. We don't really need 3 Mega Hand equivalent guns, but I don't really want to gun munch at this point because they're so good. Like, I tell you what, I will gun munch rad gun. Oh, but it gives us a coolness upgrade by holding it. So I'm not gonna gun munch it, and instead we're gonna go down to the next floor. Because I was thinking I could gun munch the rad gun and the mail gun, because we're not really gonna need the mail gun anymore. We have plenty of good guns that are capable of killing bosses. Yes, the Mega Hand doesn't explode on contact, but the mailbox isn't guaranteed to explode at any point in time anyway, so, you know, we're not really missing out on a whole bunch there. Blob? No. Is this the blob? Ah, I already flipped the table. I guess there's another room that looks like this that has the Blobulord. The Bloodulon, that's his name. I should have just shot him to push him back, or switch to the blooper for the knockback. If I need knockback, that's basically why I have the blooper as my secondary. It's not because it's, you know, the highest damage or the best gun that I have. It's because if I need something with knockback, the blooper is the gun that you're gonna want. The blooper is, it's basically a knockback shotgun. Like, if I had to describe it in 2 words, that's how I would do it. I'm surprised that I actually did describe it in 2 words. I didn't count. I know counting to 2 isn't that hard, but you know what I mean. Wasn't paying attention to what I was saying, I was just saying it. I hate the door. I hope that they fix this in AG&D, that you can get stuck on the secret door. Well, I guess it's not a secret door. I don't know if you can get stuck on secret walls, but I don't want to get stuck on the, I don't want to get stuck on the, ooh, careful. On the one-way door, because that is kind of annoying if you're in the middle of like tough dodges or something. Oh, you're dead. No chance in hell for you. I'm overkilling a lot of enemies, but I'm also just like firing the gun and not worrying about ammo at this point. Because let's be honest, we don't really need to worry about ammo at this point. And some of you might be saying, hey, Radgun, why don't you get like 8 reloads with the Radgun and then use it and then switch to the Polaris and then keep switching back and forth. The Radgun will passively reload and you'll still get the big suns with the glasses on. Yeah, you get the suns with the glasses, but the Radgun, whenever it passively reloads, it actually loses most of its damage. So I think it maxes out at like 25 points of damage instead of like 80 per shot from actively reloading it like 6 times or something like that. I think you can get over 100 damage with it if you constantly active reload like 8 times or more. But if you active reload, you get the full damage bonus. If you let it passively reload in your backpack, you don't get the full damage bonus. So really for me, the Radgun is how I think it should be used is reload it like 6 times, at least 6, maybe 5, but at least 6, I do. Use it until it runs out of ammo, and then switch to another gun if you are still in combat. If the room is over, then just try to get 1 more active reload and keep going. But if you fail, reload it to 6, use 1 clip, and then switch to another weapon. Because if you're trying to get the active reload while you're in the middle of combat, it's a pain. It's a pain because it's a lot of effort that you have to put into timing the reload, which changes every reload. It gets faster and faster. It's not worth it. It's not worth it on a boss fight. It's not worth it on room-to-room combat, I think. Unless you have super hot watch, but that's a special case scenario. Bloody 9mm bullets. You are fired! I really should get rid of bloody 9mm, honestly. Can't remember if I got rid of it on the was it the last room or last run, or was it a different run? I can't remember, but bloody 9mm is kind of a pain in the ass because it will probably cause enemies at some point to get dangerously close to me when they get hit by the bouncing bloody 9mm shot, so I need to be a little bit careful with it. Ideally, we will find a cell creep, and we can just sell it. It's also dangerous to try to look for mimics because if you fire a bloody 9mm bullet, you could just kill your mimic. So this is going to be a gun cultist. I was ready for him though. Almost out of ammo, so might as well look for secret rooms or something. Okay, so let's do this the correct way. Drop a bloody 9mm, check for a mimic, pick up bloody 9mm. Honestly, if a rat comes around and picks it up, I'm not really gonna care that much. Huntsman, no thank you. This is not about LJ, this is not about making the game even harder. This is about trying to see how high we can get a no-hit streak going, and if we can do it ideally without LJ, that would be ideal. Ideally. Thank you, knockback shotgun. God, I hate bloody 9mm. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Scatter shot would be really good because it would make more bloody 9mm shots happen, but... So I'm gonna buy the ballot. We have the ability to buy one key and one blank, but why not buy the ballot? Why not? Why not? Is the short of it. Why not? What do we want? It would be really good to have explosions on demand with the sticky crossbow, but the explosions are really small and I have to be using the sticky crossbow to get the explosions. I want to use Polaris on the boss, so I'm gonna buy ammo. This is the tankiest boss we're gonna fight. Let's go all out. Could go all out with the vertebrae too. It's gonna do good damage, and with double vision, it's gonna do damage pretty quickly. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I actually was physically startled a little bit. Actually, you know, the DPS output from this is pretty good. Did you get faster all of a sudden, Bullet King? Like, since the last time I fought you? You are a fast boy today. I'm using vertebrae just because it's different. I should be using, you know, Polaris, but I'm using this just because it's fun. And it looks nice. On fire. Okay, now we're gonna switch it up. It's back to the Polaris. Probably gonna blank that, yeah. I didn't really like blanking that because he's just doing this attack. I should have been hit there. But, you know, be safe. We have plenty of blanks remaining. We're almost done. That was close. We're almost done, and we still have enough blanks to visit both of the secret rooms, so this is actually really good. That's a good fight. I think I should have been hit a couple of times, but you know what? I don't mind. That's an acceptable fight. Pick up the key, ammo for the vertebrae, pick up the elephant gun. Another gun that just has really nice knockback. But we have a gun with a really nice knockback. The blooper. Had to remember what the name of it was. Give me a second. So I don't mind it. Brother Alburn. It's not often that we can actually visit the secret rooms in the Abbey when we're trying to do a no-hit run. Oh, oiled cylinder is so good. It is so good. Where's the other secret room? It's over here. Now, I do remember this being at the south side of a wall at some point, but where the hell was it? Over here on the left? I remember seeing it. Where is it? It wasn't south of the shop. It wasn't in this room, was it? Where was it? Where the hell was the secret room? I found it. I know I found it. I remember seeing it. Was it on this room? Am I losing my mind? Where was the secret room? I already found the crack. And I don't just mean in the room with the chest. I mean, I already found it. Where'd it go? It's not here. Am I losing my mind? Maybe it wasn't at the bottom. Maybe it was out on a different side of the wall and I was just not paying attention to it. Where the hell? Don't do this to me, game. Is it possible that the game, like, got rid of the crack on the wall, or was it on the last floor? Was it on the last floor again, and I'm making, like, the same mistake over and over again, thinking that it's one floor when it's actually, like, on another floor? Looking at the walls, looking at the walls, looking for cracks on the walls. Was it here? Was it right here? No, it's not right there. Did I not find it? Did I not find the secret room and now I'm just like running around looking like an idiot? Where the hell was it? If it was the last floor, oh my god. This must be frustrating for you to watch. An idiot run around in a circle. Ah, there it is! Jesus. Okay, get a blank back. Chest is not a mimic. We have 3 junk. I'm just gonna open it. And the snowballer's a pretty good gun. Well, it's acceptable for the time being anyways. We don't want any of this. I'm sorry, Lament Configurum. I can't even use you once because if you end up hurting me, well, there goes the no-hit run. I think if you were trying to do a no-hit run and you were using Lament Configurum, I don't think that should count. Because technically, you didn't get hit by a bullet, you know, you didn't fall into a pit. You just use the active item that spawns enemies, gives you curse, and then gives you random items randomly that may or may not be good for you, you know? I think that's a worthwhile punishment that you don't have to ruin your run by picking up and using Lament Configurum, you know? But what do I know? What do I know? Let's use, do I want to use something else? Honestly, I don't really want to use anything else. And I want to try to make that 1 hour, 5 minute deadline to the, oh my good god, it's another black market. I'm not doing anything, by the way. I'm not cheating. Mod the Gungeon is not installed at all. It is uninstalled, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Yep, that's the map button. So I have no idea why this is happening. This is like the 3rd run in a row, maybe, that we've gotten the black market head. I'm not gonna complain, but it is weird. I will grant you that. I swear I'm not doing anything. I'm not cheating. I'm not, like, I haven't found a way to alter the game's seed or something. I don't know why I'm getting these all the time, but honestly, bring it, because usually they're pretty damn strong because you get a whole bunch of good stuff. We should go and find the shop first, because the shop, if it has a sell creep, means that if they give me the bottle, I can sell the bottle for money. This is so weird. Oh, god damn it. It's very weird. I'm weirded out. I'm weirded out, man. Kind of. This should not be happening. This should not be happening, man. Why is it always man? I don't know, man. Snowballer will put out the wick. Yeah, because it does create water, not ice. Yeah. I'm gonna open it anyways, but flight. Flight is really good. Secret room, we'll come back to that. There's a gun muncher, so I can gun munch. But that's a really good chest on this floor. Okay. With 1 key remaining, I don't think I'm going to go and say hello to that brown chest. Even if it's not a mimic and I have a chance of getting junk out of it, even if I open it and it has a chance of getting a key, it's only a chance. And I only have 1 key, and I want to find the shop. Uh-oh. Permanent weapon level 3. It's not permanent weapon level 3, it's just the game glitches out. It's like using an integer or like a car to save the number of kills you get with the weapon instead of an int 8, no, instead of an int 16, a short, something like that, and it just glitches out. It says W3, 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 W3. Gotta remember we have wax wings, so, you know, let's frickin' use it. Our total damage output is only good right now basically because of Polaris and, you know, the other good weapons that we have. Mega Hand, the Rad Gun. But we do need, we don't need, but it would be nice to get a damage upgrade. It would be nice to kill these enemies a little bit faster. I accidentally killed the Bullet Lord. That's pretty good. You know what, just die. Kill yourself so I don't have to kill you. I really don't want to have to deal with the turret. And we don't yet have any sort of explosive weapon, I think. No, we have the Snowballer. That's right, we have the mail gun that might shoot explosive shots. I was wondering about that. I was like, did we not pick up a weapon that has explosive shots? Thought we did. Well, technically yes and technically no. I guess it depends on what your definition of technically is. Regardless, you'll be technically correct, the best kind of correct. Hate those guys. But yeah, let's see, let's not speed run it, but let's try to move a little bit faster here. Let's try to make good decisions that will benefit us, make decisions that will allow us to go a little bit faster, and maybe make that 1 hour and 5 minute guesstimation. So Gungeon Ant, that very well may allow me to, you know what I should be doing. Table Tech Site. Gungeon Ant very well might allow me to activate the Demon Head face. I remember in the past someone told me that that works, but I can't quite remember if that's true or not, or if I'm just making it up. God, I hate you. When you split, just die. We all know you're gonna die. But here's what I worry about. I worry about, and we should go to Patches and Mendy right now. I worry about spending money on the Gungeon Head or the Gungeon Ant and then not having enough money to actually do anything. Yeah, there's a bottle. Was there a cell creep in here? And then not being able to buy anything in the black market. I would much rather just go to the black market and, you know, buy a few amulets. You know, buy, maybe not an Elder Blank, but I'd rather spend my money in the black market than spend money on the Gungeon Ant and maybe have it work, maybe have it not work. Now, I can always fight the boss first, see what we get out of the boss fight, and if we get a gun that shoots water, good, we can do it. But, you know, and also, you know, open the chest. Sniper. Already found the secret room, no reason to do this. We can gun munch and try to get a weapon that shoots water. Fish in a barrel, the Mega Dowser might work. What do I want to use on the boss fight? Third floor boss, huh? Well, let's open up with the Polaris, I guess. See what boss it is, and it is Cannon Balrog. Oh, he touched me! Fuck you, Cannon Balrog. God damn it! I was worried about that exact thing happening. That's why I popped the blank as soon as he started moving. Oh, you I hate you. Okay, well, you know what? It's just another one of those things that we're gonna have to be careful of in the future. Getting the hell away from Cannon Balrog. He's not a hard boss. That's like, he has two moments when he can hurt you, really. And they're both at the beginning of the fight, because he opens up, almost always, going towards you and shooting bullets in a semi-random direction. And then oftentimes he'll immediately pivot that into what he just did, which is bouncing around. And that's so annoying because you're always close to him, or you're often close to him. I'm so cheesed right now. Damn it, Cannon Balrog. I'm gonna mispronounce your name on purpose. Hate you, Mr. Ballman. Mr. What's it, Ballgag? I hate you, Mr. Ballgag. Ugh. You suck. You suck. You know, we should gun munch. Don't let him get you down. Get you down now. I guess that's just one more thing that we need to be careful of. I mean, I guess what I should have done differently on that fight is I should have, I guess we'll get rid of the sniper rifle. I should have not shot him immediately upon walking into the boss fight arena. The more I play Gungeon, the more I'm realizing that's something that's actually quite important to do. You walk into a boss fight, you wait, you see what happens. You know, we honestly, at this point, let's test it. So I freaking remember. Walk into the boss fight arena, wait a second, determine where you want to stand, and then shoot him. Doesn't work. Okay, I thought maybe it did. What about pox cannon? Nope. What about poison shot from the judge? Probably not, but I'll take a minute to find this out. We're not gonna have a lot of money to buy stuff at this point, but you know what? We didn't try the mail gun. Let's try the mail gun. I guess I won't know if it works because the face just eats the gun. That's why it has to be a gun that like creates water as it travels or something. I don't know. And there's the fish in the barrel. That would have worked. As would have the plague pistol. That would have worked too. Let's do gun game and then let's buy just like nothing, I guess. Damn it, cannon ball man. I hate you. Damn it, I keep getting into these situations where I'm trying to no hit and then I just get hit by like one boss and then that's it, we're done. Any money? We got 1 credit. You can get money by breaking barrels, but it's not super likely, but it is occasional. Well, you know what? I don't care. I'll buy a key and I'll open the green chest. How about that? Man, I'm sad about that. Gotta get better at these boss fights. Amoconda, Cannon Balrog, the Wallmonger. That's where the weakness lies in my play. But again, it's good to recognize that, and it's good to help develop strategies for dealing with these bosses, you know? How do you deal with the Cannon Balrog? You don't shoot him immediately when you walk into the fight, and I guess what I should have done is when I realized he was going to move, get under him, exactly under him, because if I'm exactly under him, he might not hit me. I could have also kind of moved to the left instead of that close to the wall. All right, weapon level 2 now. What else could I have done? I guess what I could have also done is I could have popped a blank earlier, then I wouldn't have even been in that position, because I kind of forced myself in that position by... You're still alive. I forced myself into that position by trying to not use a blank, you know? I was trying to dodge the Cannon Balrog shots, and as a result, I was kind of hemmed into the corner because I didn't want to move too much. But I should have moved. I should have moved out of the frickin' way. Ah, that's okay. We'll learn from our mistakes. We'll do better next time, if we can. And we'll just move on. Keep playing some Gungeon, and at least finish off this run. Let's try to speed run it now, because now I need to make that 1 hour and 5 minute time I gave for myself. Not 1 hour, 5 minutes in the video, so maybe we should be flipping tables, but there we go, weapon level 3. Should have been using double vision, I suppose, in those rooms. Before we had weapon level 3 back. But it's very ammo efficient. And we're getting through these rooms pretty damn quickly. if I can do this very fast, we can make that timer. What did I say? I think I said 1 hour and 5 minutes for defeating the Lich. I'm gonna say 1 hour, 5 minutes just for getting to bullet hell, honestly. Will be a little tricky, I think, to defeat the Lich in that amount of time. All right, you know what, boss fight, whatever. All right, what do we have here? Vertebrae K for the piercing. Should be a pretty easy kill pillars fight. Anything with piercing is what you want to use on kill pillars. Kind of sucks that I had to use another blank here, but it's kill pillars. That's what you do. Use blanks at the beginning if you feel like it. And for here, we might as well use the Frost Giant. I'm not gonna use it too often in the future. Use your blank immediately if you want, and then use your blank when he's chasing you down. We don't have a speed upgrade or anything, do we? No, I don't think we do. That's what I should have done. I should have kept exploring to find the other chests, but... Is that a secret room? Thanks, bloody 9mm. Not letting me check the frickin' secret room location. You know what? There are 2 keys on the floor. At the very least, let's pick them up, and then we'll go down to the next floor. I don't even want to visit Matman's room, because if it is Matman, I don't want him. I wanna go fast. I guess we'll use like Mega Hand and when did we pick up the Pox Cannon? That's a great gun. That's another really good gun that is similar in quality to the Mega Hand and the Polaris and the Rad Gun. It's kind of ridiculous. It's ridiculous how good of a run this is. And again, kind of with the last run, I'm kind of disappointed in myself for taking damage when the run has been this good. There's no reason to get hit on Cannon Balrog when you have blanks remaining. But I did it to myself. I did it to myself. You know what, just pop some Pox Cannon shots out. Next ammo drop is probably gonna go to the Polaris though. And we have to be careful about flipping tables with the Mega Hand because it doesn't really work. We have to kind of switch to the Pox Cannon to get the most value out of it. The Table Tech sight anyways. Charge weapons don't work with it. Hopefully that's something that's gonna get fixed in AG&D as well. Double vision also doesn't really work with with it as well. There's a lot of items apparently that just don't work with things that give you multiple bullets. Or I should say, charge weapons don't work with a lot of effects. Not as well as they should anyways. So honestly, I'm just gonna like, well, let's use Pox Cannon for a while. If we walk into a room with a table, that's when we're going to switch over to the Pox Cannon. I mean, I guess we're on the dragon fight. With double vision disintegrator. It'll be a little slow because we have to kind of move off of the disintegrator every once in a while when we have to make a dodge, but it's still really good damage output. I'm happy with it. I'll save double vision. Nope. Yeah, that's good. That's really nice. I like that we get the sound of the disintegrator charging whenever I pop double vision. We should be fine here. Nope. It's okay. Disintegrator is good enough to get the job done. All right, well, I mean, that was a nice dragon fight. We're not done yet. We still have to kill the heart. What are we gonna use against the heart? Honestly, no. With faster reload, Rad Gun is pretty much unusable. I guess at this point we're gonna use the RPG and the Frost Giant. Open up with 1 RPG for massive damage, switch to the Frost Giant for quick DPS output. We have a faster reload, so the Frost Giant is actually pretty usable. Actually, the RPG is pretty usable. Damn it. Maybe I should have fired like 1 more time. I was thinking if I reload, then I'll hopefully be able to make the hit work. No. Should have just not reloaded. Or maybe reloaded earlier. You know what? Whatever. Dragon's dead. I don't know, we're on pace to make 1 hour, 5 minutes. Another no-hit attempt in which we fail by getting hit to a boss. That's okay, though. Every boss gets 1, and that's it. Cannon Balrog, Cannon Balgag, you've had your chance. You've had your day in the sun. Next time we meet will be the last time we meet. I don't know, did that sound like a good threat? Cannon Man! I hate you, Cannon Man. You're still alive? I thought I killed you. Should probably, again, be using Mega Hand more, but I like the fact that the Pox Cannon is something that I can just fire without having to worry about the double vision on. Maybe I'll walk in with a charge shot from this or something. I guess it depends on the room, depends on the enemies, depends on the quality of the room. Maybe I don't want to, you know, pop the double vision on it. I don't really want to pop double vision on this. I'm just flipping tables to make myself a little safe hidey hole. It could also use something else like Judge. It's an okay gun. And honestly, we're not going to be using it for anything else. So yeah, we'll use Judge on rooms that we don't want to use Pox Cannon or Mega Hand for. How's that sound? I don't know. That sounds terrible, to be pretty honest with you. We do want to save the RPG, actually. And we want to save it for the Lich fight. As weird as that sounds. Switch to the right weapon. We took damage, whatever. We want to save it for the Lich fight because the RPG reloads fast. And as a result, we can use that to very easily block a lot of bullets just by reloading it on phase 1 and using that as our primary Lich killer. Against Lich phase 1, I think that's what we're gonna want. Lich phase 2, what would we want for Lich phase 2? I guess just whatever does the most damage. DPS would probably be more important on that phase. I don't know why I feel like I have to move out of the way when those Lead Maiden shots come out, because they're everywhere. You know, he fires them in 360 degrees. I guess it does make sense though, because he walks towards you, so you do kind of want to be away from him. You want to move out of the corner that has the most concentration of bullets. I guess it does make some sense. I thought that he would die in 3 shots. 4 shots is what it takes. I don't care about this damage. I'm not really trying to do no hit at this point. I really should be, because I should still be practicing. I think we can get 1 shot off. Flipping a table with the Table Tech Sight charge weapon here. Yeah, I really should be trying to continue to do no hit just to practice, but I don't know. I'm a little demoralized, I'll admit. And at this point, I am trying to just get to the Lich in 1-5. That's the most important thing for me right now. God, Mega Hand is so bad with tables. It's such a weird thing, too. It's like, I understand mechanically, from a game, like, programming perspective, why that happens. But I mean, they could have fixed it, you know? They could have just, you know, not had it do that. Which would make the combination a little bit more fun. But I'm not gonna rag on him. Dodge Roll is a good group of fellas. They make some good quality stuff. Good games, good games. Although they've only made Enter the Gungeon, right? This is their first game, first anything, as far as I know. They're not like Subset Games, who have released Into the Breach, which I'm having a lot of fun playing. It's a good game. Damn it, we're gonna have a skeleton. Get out of here. We're gonna have another skeleton, and I walked into the second skeleton. Get out of here. I don't care, hit me. Hit me, come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me. Sometimes you walk into this room and the summoners, they don't summon. Like, they take a long time to do anything. But in this time around, like, I walked into the room and one of them started summoning immediately, and he was on the other side of the he was on the other side of the wall, so I couldn't really access him at all. It's an annoying situation, an annoying room. Room's a little tough. Yeah, I said it, it's tough. No drops. Well, no drops I want anyways. You know what? That's fine. We have the blooper, don't we? Yeah, we have the blooper. Bloop these guys into the pit. You didn't get blooped in the pit. How rude. Oh right, the faster reload is actually also good with the blooper. Because the blooper takes a million frickin' years to reload. It's a very slow gun. At least double vision plus Mega Hand isn't as bad as Table Tech Sight, because Table Tech Sight only lasts for like a second. And I say that meaning it, because it only lasts for a second because it slows down time, so you don't even get time to get one charge out of the Mega Hand before you're moving at a faster rate, and then the game just decides that you fire your shot whenever the time tempo changes or something. This is a good room for Vertebrae K. Piercing shots do good work here. Although I wish they wouldn't home on the blobs near me and they would home on the things shooting bullets. Come on, game. Oh, we're out of ammo. Okay, well, you know what? This is a Snowballer. Snowballer's a good gun. I like it. I like the added defense you get just by being able to freeze enemies. Come on, Vertebrae K. You could have homed in on the right target for once in your GD life. Like that! You're homing in on the wrong thing! God damn it. Shoot at what I intend to shoot at, not what's actually closest, you know? Do what I say, not what I mean. Wait, no, it's the wrong order. Do what I mean, not what I say. Just use your AI and determine what's best for me and then do that, please. All right, we want RPG. RPG is gonna be good for us here. 1 hour for, what, I need to wait 7 seconds. And hello! It's 1 hour and 5 minutes exactly. Well, in the recording, I guess. I don't know what time signature this is going to be after I edit everything together. I don't remember also how much junk there is at the beginning of this file. I don't remember if I started playing immediately or not when I hit the record button, but it's close enough. It's close enough. We accomplished our objectives. Yeah, just die. Man, bloody 9mm. Go away! I want the explosions! gun? No? It seems like bloody 9mm triggers more frequently when you only have like one bullet in your gun. Seems like it happens a lot with RPG and stuff like that. I always worry about having it with certain weapons like Mega Hand and the Heroin, because honestly, you're kind of wanting the one-hit KOs that you get out of those guns, and you lose that when you have bloody 9mm, because sometimes you don't actually get what you want out of the gun. It doesn't do what you want. It does what you say and not what you mean. This is going fine. RPG is not the best gun. It does a lot of damage though, and that's what it has over the grenade launcher. The grenade launcher, you're thinking, oh, that's fantastic. It does, it fires so quickly, but it sucks that it only has 25 ammo. Well, I mean, the RPG is the exact opposite. It has 40 ammo, but it fires so goddamn slowly. Right, I did this wrong, but you know what? We weren't punished for it. I gotta get into the habit of doing that correctly, though. I've gotta get into the habit of correctly firing at bosses after I've walked into the room for a split second, you know? I'll pop a blank. Oh, I ran out of blanks! I was gonna pop another one! Well, I guess I did. I guess I can also fly, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, there we go. The Lich is dead. We didn't no-hit it because we got hit on the cannon Balrog fight. That's okay. It's still a fun run. We had just a lot of good guns, and then... well, that's really all we had. We had good guns, double vision's nice to have, and then we had a faster reload with the oiled cylinder, so the RPG was actually useful on the first phase of the Lich. Not much else going for us, but that's okay. Good run nonetheless. And you know what? We learned. Don't trust Cannon Balrog. Don't shoot at him immediately when you walk into the room. Use your blank when he is too close to you so you can get your distance. Don't get kind of cornered up against a wall like I was. That's why we took damage. We were cornered up against a wall. So don't do that. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon, where I will try again for a no-hit run, for a no-hit streak. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get to 1, then we'll get to 2, then we'll get to 5, then we'll get to 50. And then our name is gonna be plastered up against the billboard. AbeClancy for president. He's good at Gungeon. See you next time.